Here is your full long-form, emotional, smooth-paced story, perfect for a 30 to 40-minute YouTube narration, crafted in plain paragraphs, no headings, with a strong hook and natural motivational cues for viewers to like and subscribe through emotional engagement. Story. She stood on the bridge with trembling fingers clinging to the cold railing, her breath sharp and broken like the life she no longer wished to carry. The river below roared, wild and merciless, almost as if calling her name. People walked behind her, cars passed, the city breathed, yet no one noticed the young woman whose world was collapsing. No one except the stranger who suddenly grabbed her wrist so tightly she gasped. And that single gasp would change everything. If you're listening to this right now, stay till the end, because this is the story of how a single moment can rewrite a destiny. And if such moments move you, make sure to like this video and subscribe for more real heart-touching stories. Her name was Aisha, 24, exhausted, lost, carrying burdens too heavy for her fragile shoulders. Her mother was sick, her job at the cafe had just ended, the landlord threatened eviction, and the only person she once relied on had walked out months ago. That night, after receiving the hospital's message about her mother's worsening condition, and the bill she could never afford, her strength cracked. She walked to the old riverside bridge where she used to go as a kid to clear her mind. But today, the river felt like the only escape. The stranger who held her wrist pulled her back firmly yet gently. "Don't," he said, his voice deep but shaken. "Please, don't jump." Aisha tried pulling away, her eyes burning. "Just let me go. You don't know what I'm dealing with. You don't even know me." He stepped in front of her, placing himself between her and the edge. "Maybe I don't know you," he replied softly, "but I know what it looks like when someone has lost hope. And no one, absolutely no one deserves to drown alone." His words shattered something inside her, but she didn't cry. She just stood there, empty. "Come," he said. "Let's get you away from here." He guided her to a bench nearby. For a long while, neither spoke. Then he reached into his coat and offered her a bottle of water. "You didn't walk here to die," he murmured. "You walked here because you needed someone to stop you." Something in the way he said it made her finally break. Tears she had fought for months spilled out uncontrollably. She covered her face as painful sobs shook through her. He didn't interrupt. He didn't ask. He simply waited. After a long silence, she finally whispered, "My mom is in the hospital. I lost my job. I can't pay rent. I haven't eaten since yesterday. I have nothing left, nothing." He listened, every word sinking into him more deeply. "Tell me your name," he said. "Aisha. I'm Saad." He didn't introduce himself fully. Not yet. She had no idea the man sitting beside her was one of the youngest billionaire CEOs in the entire country, owner of multiple tech companies, real estate complexes, and the very hospital where her mother lay struggling. "I know you don't trust me," Saad said gently. "But let me help you tonight. Just tonight. Let me get you food, and you can rest somewhere safe." She shook her head. "Why? Why would a stranger care?" "Maybe," he whispered, "because someone once saved me too." He didn't explain that either. They walked to a small 24-hour restaurant. Aisha hesitated entering, embarrassed, but Saad smiled softly. "You deserve a warm meal. Sit." She ate slowly at first, then faster as hunger overcame hesitation. When she finally looked up, she caught him watching, not with pity, but with concern. Real concern. After dinner, Saad booked her a room in a nearby guest house. "You'll be safe here," he said. "And tomorrow, we'll figure things out." "Why are you doing all this?" she whispered again. He hesitated, as if searching for the right words. "Because you mattered to me the moment I saw you standing on that edge. Your life matters more than you think." Her eyes softened with gratitude, but exhaustion pulled her down. Saad left only after making sure she was settled. That night, he didn't sleep. He kept thinking about her tearful eyes, the hopelessness he'd seen. It reminded him of his own past, before he inherited the company, before success polished the surface of his life. He remembered the loneliness, the trauma of losing his father, and the night he too had wandered to a bridge thinking the world didn't need him. A stranger had helped him then. Tonight, he had returned the favor. The next morning, Aisha woke to breakfast at her door and a note. "I'll pick you at 10, Saad." He took her to the hospital. At first she panicked, fearing the bills, but Saad placed a calming hand on her shoulder. "Don't worry. Let me talk to them. He walked straight to the director's office. She was stunned as she watched doctors and staff greet him with respect. "Sir," one said, "we didn't expect you today." He raised a hand. "I need full medical attention and billing details for patient Shabana, room 412. "Yes sir, right away." "Sir." Aisha stared at him, confused. When they walked away, she grabbed his arm. "Why are they calling you, sir? Who are you?" He stopped, finally ready. "Aisha, I'm Saad Rahmani." Her eyes widened. The billionaire CEO." He nodded once, almost apologetically. "I didn't want you to see me as anything except a human being that night. Money doesn't save people. Kindness does." She stood speechless, shaken. "And your mother's expenses," he added softly, "will be covered. All of them." "What?" "No, Saad, I can't let. You can. And you will. Because your mother deserves treatment, and you deserve a life better than the one pain has forced on you." Her lips trembled. Tears rose again, but this time not from despair. Over the next weeks, Saad visited daily. He helped her find a new job, not through favoritism, but by personally training her, teaching her how to manage finances, how to rebuild confidence, how to see herself as someone capable and worthy. Aisha grew stronger. Her mother slowly recovered. The weight of poverty and hopelessness began lifting, replaced by something unfamiliar: peace. One evening, as they walked outside the hospital garden, Aisha said quietly, "You saved my life." Saad shook his head. "No. I just held your hand. You decided to step back." She smiled, the first genuine smile he'd ever seen on her face. "And, Saad, yes, you also gave me something I thought I'd lost forever." "What's that?" "Hope." He looked away for a second, as if steadying himself. Then he said, "Aisha, meeting you reminded me what life is really about. Not companies, not wealth, but people." A silence filled the air, gentle and warm. Their bond deepened, not rushed, not forced, but built carefully, like two broken worlds learning to heal together. Months later, when her mother was finally discharged and Aisha had stabilized her life, Saad invited her to the same riverside bridge. She froze. He noticed. "You don't have to be scared," he said softly. "I brought you here because I wanted to show you something." He pointed at the water. "You came here alone that night. Today, you're not alone." Aisha's eyes softened. She turned toward him, her gaze filled with gratitude, warmth, and something deeper. Saad took a breath. "Aisha, I don't want to be someone who just saved you once. I want to walk beside you in every tomorrow you choose to live." Her heart pounded. "If you're willing," he whispered, "I want to try building a future with you." For a moment she couldn't speak. The wind moved softly around them. The river glistened under the twilight.